From the deep dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikodas, Tabbytha, and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
Hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, the show where we don't just play the game, but we teach you how to play the game.
I'm Tabbytha, that was Nikodas, and coming up here is Grebog.
Greetings. This is episode 204. Do you do Psi like I do Psi? And if you'd like to support us, there's all kinds of ways you can come and support us. One of which is with coffee. You can do that, which is, oh yeah, I keep meaning to fix that. You can take one of those links, which is ko-fi.com/GREBOG, or you can just be here, listen to us, and chit chat and whatnot. Or well, you don't have to chit chat, you know. Oh, we also take subscribers too, but yeah, all the stuff and things. Support us. We appreciate you.
We appreciate all of you.
I guess we should start off with our weeks. Tabby, how's your week been? What have you been up to?
Oh, my week's been pretty good. Been doing Miss Pandaria remix stuff, like we have been for the past couple of weeks, month now. I think it's been a month. Yeah, it's been a month. Working on this build and also playing around with my own, what will be my own like little home server for cloud storage and media storage and all that stuff. So that's been a lot of fun.
I guess.
You, Grebog?
Oh, me now.
Yes.
So I do stuff and things. I too have been spending a fair amount of time in remix, taking advantage of my guildies who have pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and grinded to the point that they do silly numbers and stuff, and they've been nice enough to carry a bunch of us through like heroic rating. So yeah, I know that they're probably going to get burnt out of remix, so I figure I'll take advantage of them, so that way when they're done, I have the power to keep going. Because right now I pretty much die pretty quickly if I'm not careful in heroic raids. Yeah. Some of it's just splash AoE. Hey, you're dead. And that's with me on a priest who I opted to go in as holy so I could heal myself. But I've been having fun. They have recently doubled the rewards, so that'll make things interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll get my stuff faster. Let's see. Outside of because I play much more than that. I've been playing STO, doing the daily stuff and things. I did take a night off from doing the event because I just needed a night. Yeah. But I still have plenty of time to get my completions, so it's all good. Nikodas, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been spending a lot of time on STO, more than I should, considering I've been neglecting my WoW account. No, it sucked me, and I've got two characters that I've been working on. Actually, one of them I'm on right now, Quija, trying to get their reputations fixed and their R&D stuff done. So I've been grinding marks and other stuff to try and get all that done. I think I finally have enough marks on both of them to get all the reps to tier 6. So I might have more free time to play other games, but that's where I'm at right now. Outside of STO, like I said, I've been neglecting WoW. I do need to get back on there and finish getting a character to 70 and start working on the collectibles that I actually want to get. There's an achievement that gives a pet, and it's the only pet that's in the Pandaria remix, and I want it really, really bad. So I really need to get to 70 and then focus on that. So that's my plan. As far as other games go, I finished my run through of Assassin's Creed Odyssey for the second time. I have not done the DLCs this time through because they take for freaking ever. So I've decided to go ahead and put that on hold and start working on Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is the newest one out until Shadows launches later this year. And so I dinked around on that a little bit today, got through the first, couple of missions and the first city. And now I'm trying to hunt down, I don't know, some leader in Baghdad who's like poisoning people or something. He needs to go away, and that's what I'm doing in that game. It's been an uneventful week outside of those two, though. I haven't really done a whole lot. I mean, a little bit on Roblox with my kids and stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So, Grebog, how about you tell us about what's going on with this Captain Alteration token?
So as they have promised, they're going to bring us the Captain's Alterations tokens, which mean you can. Oh wait, no, strike that. They are not in game. They were supposed to come into game today, but apparently in the build that had the Captain Alterations tokens coming with it, apparently created a whole new bug where you couldn't even do TFOs. Apparently, you click on the button to go to the TFO menu. It sounded like it just crashed the game. So that they had to revert the build. So we are still no Captain Alteration tokens.
Sad face.
I mean, it's like herding cats over there, it sounds like. Oh, and that's a joke because that's what they decided to call these tokens, because Captain Alteration token spells out cat.
I love it.
Herding cats. Yeah, we will eventually have these tokens in game, maybe.
And when they do, my main Tabby will become a Romulan, and my Klingon will become a joined Trill.
That's fair. Tabby, you get the next one there.
All right. Well, even though we didn't get our cats, we did get a 20% ship sale from now until June 17th, which is Monday. All ships, ship slots, dry dock slots, upgrade tokens are on sale, plus some stuff that they didn't even plan for. It says it does not include bundles, that includes other items, and yet in the past it has included some, and I think it does now, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
yes.
The bundles are on sale.
Bundles with extra items are definitely on sale right now.
Yes, most definitely.
It looks like
see,
all
there's
the
that
bundles.
The 11th anniversary legendary bundle and all that stuff is most certainly on sale.
Yeah, all the bundles are on sale. So even if they're not supposed to be, they're on sale.
Well, they said this last time. I found that last time they were incorrect, so I assumed that this time they were going to be incorrect again. Hence my note.
That's fair. All right, so the current event is still going on. This is the Delete Alt Control event that we highlighted a couple weeks back. The rewards are pretty staggering. You can get an epic prize token, 500 Lobi. Again, this is an epic prize token Phoenix prize pack for every character on your account. A Lobi crystal, 500 Lobi crystal, the dimensional Hypermass Torpedo, and the Type 14 Shuttle Support Squadron, which activates from inventory. So they're nice rewards. I don't believe we have, let's see, June 26th. So we have 13 days left. So obviously that's not enough to get all your completions if you haven't started it yet, but you can get a hefty discount and then buy it out if you so choose. Yeah, that's it for the Delete Alt Control. Grebog, you're up.
And the final thing, they didn't announce this. I found it in the overview. Upcoming weekend they have in here slotted. Research and Development Weekend is going to start on June 25th, and it's going to go to July 2nd. I know that that's not yet, but I figured since they have it here, we will might as well let you know. So if you want to do any R&D stuff, to plan ahead. This means you'll earn 50% more research XP for all R&D schools. So if you do not have your R&D up to level 15 for those traits, now would be the time to, starting June 25th, you'll get extra XP to help you finish that off. Yeah, definitely check that out. And hello, Nimoy.
Hello, Nimue.
And I believe now we pass the reins to Tabby.
Primary
Yes.
target. Here you go.
So we have covered the Kardashev Dyson Science Destroyer. We had covered the Lola Dyson Science Destroyer. Now it's time for the Rallus Temporal Dyson Science Destroyer, the Romulan variant of this trilogy. So let me get this. So first up, for my, I went with a fire at will build because shooting at everything is always fun. And went with, and of course, as the episode title indicates, I went with a DoSci. For those unfamiliar, directed energy weapon science hybrid is what it is. Pretty much you're combining beam weapons or some other sort of directed energy weapon with science abilities. So first up for weaponry, I've got the Pavin Proton Energy Torpedo on the front. Oh, and yes, given with the theme of the build, I focused on as much proton damage as possible. Maybe not optimal, but it's still workable. Okay, Pavin Proton Energy Torpedo Launcher. Got a pair of protonic polaron beam arrays that you can just buy off of the Dyson Reputation store. And then I've got the Dyson Proton Weapon up front, which if you have the 3 set, it causes it to respond to my fire at will ability. On the back, I've got the omnidirectional Pavin Proton Beam Array for the second part of the 3 set, which was an event reward. I think you can still buy it out if you need to. The gravimetric photon torpedo. That's primarily there just to complete the Protonic Arsenal Dyson set. But I mean, having it in the back, letting you shoot some gravimetric photon torpedoes behind you has come in pretty handy several times. And then just this kind of like placeholder. You can ultimately put anything you want there. You could put a turret there if you wanted, but it's the Protonic Polaron Beam Array. The experimental weapon slot, which doesn't really matter because I run this thing in science mode, is the experimental dual heavy proton emitter. I suppose it's useful to have it in case you just randomly decide to click it, but... Okay, for my engineering equipment, for the deflector, I've got the old standby of the Elite Fleet Intervention Protomatter Deflector Array. For the secondary deflector, I picked up the Inhibiting Secondary Deflector. Both of those deflectors are off the colony, and not too expensive either. For my Impulse Warp and Shields, I went with the Dyson 3-piece, primarily to get the Proton Barrage ability. Let's see, the Proton Barrage has a 6-kilometer range, 90-degree cone, and it does a bunch of proton damage to 5 targets in a 90-degree arc. And it also strips away buffs. 100% chance to strip one buff, then a 50% chance to strip another, and then 25 to strip another. All right, and so consoles. This was tricky because I need because pretty much 4 console slots were automatically taken up to keep my for the Dyson sets. But the non-Dyson one, of course, the third of the third console in the Pavin Proton Super Weaponry set is the Pavin Crystal Battery. I've got the Proton Particle Stabilizer to make the third part of the Protonic Arsenal from the Dyson reputation. I've got hull image refractors, one not only for the massive damage boost, and the incoming hull heals, giving you temporary hit points, but also like this thing is a little on the squishy side, so I've actually had to use the clicky a couple of times. Then we've got the Proton Destabilizer module, which is a chained proton beam damage attack. The Universal Inversion, the Shield Inversion Projector, which is another proton damaging attack that also gives you shields back. A Reverberant Shield Inversion Projector, which does a lot of the same thing, but it's off the newer set, so it's a little bit more, does a little bit more. I've got my assimilated module. This is largely a placeholder as well. You could swap that out for anything. I've got it for cosmetic looks, honestly, because I've got the whole assimilated Borg thing going. Refracting energy shunt. Oh my god, which one? I forgot to note down which one this is off of. Do y'all remember?
Which one?
The refracting energy shunt.
You have in notes
that might be
Omega
off
class
30 dollars.
strategic science destroyer.
Which one?
Omega class strategic science destroyer.
What, refracting energy shunt?
That's what this says.
It looks like it's the strategic science ship. So there's the Moke class, the Titan class, and the Omega class.
Huh, I didn't get it off of any of them.
Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I'll keep going. I got that one because it has a power. Gives you additional power transfer rate. The engineering readiness, I don't care too much about. I've only got a couple of engineering abilities, but its clicky is a refracting proton damage and power drain, and so foes within 4 kilometers. You do a bunch of proton damage and drain energy from them.
Yeah,
what's that?
The refracting energy shunt, according to the wiki, comes off the Gagarin.
Okay. So yeah, you're usually going to have the Gagarin for entwined tactical matrices anyway. So yeah, and when using exotic damage and shield drain, you get a 20% chance to do damage over 5 seconds. Actually, I think that's from. Actually, yeah, that proc is from the shield refrequencer from the Dyson equipment store. Not only do you get a little bit of control expertise and a chance for a shield heal, but whenever you do exotic damage or shield drain abilities, you have a 20% chance of doing proton damage over 5 seconds. So that's so, and given how many exotic damaging shield drain abilities you've got on here, that amounts to quite a bit. And then one of the things that I was asked about is the auto targeting modules out of the Dyson store. Why the targeting modules instead of the fleet consoles? Well, these not only have the polaron damage for the protonic polaron weapons, they a little bit of accuracy, but they also have an additional 15% specifically proton damage. And so I want to get with a 3 stack of that. So the set bonuses I have are the Protonic Arsenal, which gives you photon projectile damage. The Protonic Arsenal 3-piece, the Pavin Proton Super Weapon 3-piece, the Solonai Advanced Technologies 2-piece, which gives you extra proton damage and threat reduction. The Dyson Joint Command Technologies, which gives you not only that proton barrage ability, but also the Shielded Critical Systems from the 2 set, which gives you plus 20 control and drain expertise. Now, the proton barrage does also scale with your auxiliary power, but it's not classified as either weapon or exotic damage. I made a couple of changes off the skill layout as well. A change of note is in this last column. I went for Shield Mastery, Shield Reflection. Reason being, the Shield Reflection adds up to 20% of incoming damage reflected at the attacker, done as proton damage. So the Shield Refrequencer, the abilities that will be affecting that are on the skill set are Destabilizing Resonance Beam, Gravity Well, Very Cold in Space, and Chronometric Inversion Field. So those are the four abilities that are buffed by that Refrequencer console. And as far as the other stations go, so I've got pretty much those 4 abilities right here. Gravity Well 3, Chronometric Inversion Field 2, Destabilizing Resonance Beam 1, and Very Cold in Space 1. And so those all are going to have a 20% chance of proccing the proton damage, in addition to everything else they do. I went ahead and opted for Emergency Power to Shields 1 instead of the usual Emergency Power to Engines, just to offset the squishiness of the build. And then Emergency Power to Weapons 2 to take advantage of the Emergency Weapons cycle. For your tactical, the Commander station doesn't really matter, because when you're in Science mode, that Commander seat is disabled. So you've got Fire at Will 3, Attack Pattern Beta 1, Chemosite Weaponry, and then Torpedo Spread 1. Then over here, I've got in the Universal spot, Universal Intelligence spot, I've got Dr. Crusher, Photonic Officer 2, Feedback Pulse 1. You could really swap that out for anything. Charged Particle Burst also counts for the Shield Refrequencer, but I try not to be close to my enemies, so I usually don't get a lot of use out of it. And then I went ahead and went with Override Subsystem Safeties for the Ensign slot. Traits. A lot of these are standards. You got Calm Before the Storm, Emergency Weapon Cycle. Calm Before the Storm is from the Cardassian Intel Flight Deck Carrier, Emergency Weapon Cycle from the Arbiter Battle Cruiser. History Will Remember from the Narendra class support cruiser, or the Viral. I prefer the Viral because you can make it look like a Vorcha. And plus it's more fun to fly than the Narendra. Anyway, Entwined Tactical Matrices from the Gregarin, Improved Critical Systems from the Temporal Agent Recruit. Strike from Shadows from the Shran Pilot Light Escort, and Supercharged Weapons. That comes off of either the Endeavour Tactical Cruiser, the Martok Tactical Battle Cruiser, or the Kopesh Tactical Warbird. I have a standard layout of Space Reputation for Energy Refrequencer, Auxiliary Power Config Offense, magnified firepower if I had the 5th slot unlocked. Otherwise, precision and particle generator amplifier. Personal traits I kind of cheaped out on because I didn't have millions to spend. Fleet coordinator, warp theorist, operative, innocuous, conservation of energy. Wait, I have not innocuous there twice. Oops.
What do you
I want to
actually
be
have?
super innocuous.
Super duper innocuous.
Superior beam training, astrophysicist, and the Boimler effect.
What do you
And
actually have equipped instead of innocuous?
I only have 9 slots, so.
Gotcha.
And as far as duty officers go, I've got the Space Warfare Specialist, which the science variant gives you a chance of outgoing damage applied as healing from science abilities. Helps with the squishiness a bit. The 2 energy weapons officers that give you a stacking crit severity buff and crit chance buff. Going with Brad Boimler for toxic clouds from torpedoes. And Gillette Codd, the gravimetric scientist, with a chance to create an aftershock gravity well.
Oh, that's so much fun when that happens.
Yes.
So-
Power levels, I went with 100 for weapons, 15 on shields and engines, and 70 on auxiliary specializations. I'm going temporal op primary and strategist secondary.
So,
Questions?
yeah, out of curiosity, since you're doing a Dusai build and you're using gravity well, why didn't you use any of the traits that add like extra damage to your anomalies?
Well, first I focused on the beams.
Okay.
Calm before the an emergency weapon cycle, twine tactical matrices. I could probably have swapped out like supercharged weapons. Actually, I mean, there's a couple of them that I could have swapped out for that, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't I wasn't leaning too far into the anomalies.
Yeah, you don't want to lean too far into the anomalies. You might fall in.
I was just curious. That's you made a yeah, you're focused more on the weapons than I thought you would be, and that's just my thinking when you told me you were doing a Dusai build.
Yeah, well, more of the I mean, the proton damage gets more from the dew than it does the psi. So I wanted to. There's more things that buff directed energy proton damage than there is the exotic damage. So I wanted to lean a little bit further into the dew than the psi.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense with the proton stuff. Okay, cool.
See, my question was going to be about the power levels, but then you kind of answered it with the, you're focused more on the weapons over the psi.
Yes. And
Interesting.
And I haven't been able to get a good parse on it. I've only been able to parse in a disastrous ISE or IS normal, infected space normal, but I still spiked at about 85. I think it was 85K, which for a completely unhinged infected space where everybody's dying, including you, I think that wasn't too bad.
I mean, we could try it again with the 3 of us.
Well, you said it was a normal?
Yes.
I was like, that's also going to lower your
Oh, I
DPS
know.
as well.
I know. And so I would like to try it on advanced.
Shall we, since we've got half an hour here, shall we start with the daily and then switch over to that?
Sure.
And yes, Baby Spock, stripping buffs.
So is that from the 3-piece?
Yeah, Dyson Joint Command Technologies 3-piece. If you read her set bonuses, chance to strip multiple buffs scales with your auxiliary power.
There you go. Okay.
Yep, and that's from the Warp Engine, Impulse, and Shield.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you went with the Dyson set for that too, didn't you?
Yes.
Gotcha. Interesting. All right, so I'm going to cue us for guillotine.
Guillotine. We woo.
We will.
We woo. We're good.
You'll be able to see this thing in action in a regular TFO.
Good thing we were layered. Look at us all in our pretty purpley Dyson ships.
3 Dyson ships. This is amazing. Plus, we got a flight deck carrier, and is that a Tavaro? No. What is that?
That is a Kittimer ship.
Oh.
The Timur.
Yeah, the Timur.
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 See, if it had another E at the end, I would probably definitely say Tamir. I'm not sure, I guess, the proper way of saying it.
Timur is probably accurate.
We need a Emmer class ship too.
We do, in fact.
Yes, the Hammer class, like a miracle.
It would have to be a miracle worker science ship. Yeah.
Power, like it'll have a starship trait of when engaged with Gorn, self-sacrifice yourself to save everybody else.
No, too soon.
Extra shields, yay! Wow, that cube kind of melted a lot faster than it should have. I do like the torpedoes, the photonic energy torpedo, or sorry, protonic energy torpedoes. They're proton torpedoes.
Stay on target.
I always forget that I still have mines, and I'm just like running around dropping them everywhere.
Oh, right, because you went with the mine layer torpedo build.
Yeah. Though it's always funny when someone tries to sneak up on me, one of the enemies.
Oh, like the Herc like to do.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on 9.
Or like these probes that just spawned right behind me.
I'm going for 6.
I'm going for 2.
I'm going to 4.
Oh, that hurt. That thing self-destructed and nearly took me out with it. All right, I'm going to try to activate one as well. And then I'll try to manage both of them.
See how fast I ripped apart that group of ships? Oh, yeah.
And yes, I'm leaving the screen focus on Tabby. Because...
Well, it's her ship, so that's fine.
Showing off her build.
I'm the important one tonight.
Yes.
It's all about me.
Without you, we would be nothing.
I mean,
3 is on its own, apparently, and I'm going to go drop some mines as I head that way.
Six is almost done.
Apparently, mine's already done.
wow, we've only got 1 and 3 left. This is a pretty high-speed group. I know
Happening.
at least 3 of the people in here are pretty awesome.
Nice. Okay, gotta switch over to the other one. Oh, we got them all. Wow.
As I just park waiting for the cubes now.
I'm going to stay on the assimilators and try to make sure none of them get away.
Observe!
I mean, you won't let me skip the cutscene, so I have nothing to do but observe. One cube down.
Turning to help with the other one.
It's going to be dead here shortly.
Oh, I'm on it. I was right here. The last assimilator was right next to it. Pull up! Pull up!
I always got to make sure to turn my ship around because I can't. I've got to be flying away from the explosion.
One of the times I did this, I was sitting down too low.
Well, make sure you're walking away. You know, that's the way to do it.
Yep, quarter impulse. Quarter impulse away from the explosion.
All right, well, that was fun. Short. That's probably one of the quickest ones that I've done.
With a good team, it goes well.
All right, so you guys wanted to do ISE.
Yep.
Which one is it? Infected? The conduit?
Infected space.
And,
Advanced.
So, which is ISA, not ISE, but Wii U.
Wee woo.
I think I queued us for the right one. Wee woo.
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. You went through
Someday.
your ship build really fast, Tabby.
Oh, thank you. I think.
For anybody interested, the show notes will be posted on YouTube later, and there's a link to the sheet we use where all the information is there for you to look up.
There was a link to the sheet in chat when we started.
And that too, it's still up there.
The situation is grim.
Okay.
And we go left first, right?
Right.
Oh, we're going right?
No, left. Right.
Right.
Right. Right.
Part of me wants to say let's each pick an assimilator and take it out.
Well, I'm already pointed at the right one.
All right, I'll go center.
I guess I got left.
And then we all go left.
Yes. Right.
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 Here we go. Oh, did somebody turn the parser on?
Yes.
Oh, mine's down.
The nanite probes can repair the transformers. Stop them.
They've got me in a tractor beam. Go away, Cube. Thank you. Okay.
Oh.
Apparently we went both directions.
Yeah, I see that. We split.
How? Why did? Oh my God.
It wasn't us.
No, it wasn't.
Fore shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%.
I blew up.
The gate's down. We just got the cube left.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
And it's down.
Sensors confirm that the transwarp conduit has been destroyed.
That was a universal endeavor?
Scans of the starbase.
Apparently it was.
Yeah, completed an advanced or elite queue.
Survivors.
That's funny. Got the universal without even thinking about it.
Oh, right. Now to look at stuff and things.
I know it's probably costing me some points of DPS, but I still am in love with RSP, reverse shield polarity.
Well. Huh.
Oh, looks like at the beginning I spiked at nearly 200,000 and then I died and then I climbed back up to about the 160,000 range of DPS.
Very respectable.
So I probably would have been able to maintain upwards of 200K had I not exploded.
Huh. I'm getting different numbers. But I'm also not seeing a graph, like probably whatever you're looking at.
Well, I loaded up the I loaded up the combat log, and I switched to DPS chart instead of bar.
Ah. Because my numbers, combat duration for me 92 seconds. Everyone else was higher. No, I don't want to begin second wave. Stop it. Here.
I gotta go fix my ship.
Oh, you have the cape on. That's interesting. Oh, because it's with the shoulder pads. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's about what my overall was. 35.48K, including my death, where I dropped down to 0. That brought down my average. Let me show you what I'm seeing.
I pulled up the DPS chart. Whoa, who hit that? Oh, that someone has a 1.3 million crit or something in here.
Wow.
Or like there's a spike. If you look at the damage chart, holy cow.
Yeah, that blue line. Wait, damage chart. Gotcha. Looking at the damage chart. Whoa.
I can't. I'm not. I haven't zoomed in big enough to see the colors or made it big enough. I can't tell who did it, but it's.
You're green. It was you.
Oh. Hi. I I just see the one bar. I'm like going, who the hell did that?
It's the torpedoes, man.
It's probably a high yield.
Yeah, you hit somebody else in the face instead of you.
Though my max one crit or one hit was only 375,000.
Well, we still got 13 minutes. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, we can do all kinds of stuff.
We could. Is Nimue still around? Nimue.
A nim away, a nim away, a nim away.
Help if I pull up the right window. She's not in the fleet right this second. So maybe they're not around. Oh, do you want to jump in and we'll run a rando with you, Nim? Get you some of those marks that you need. Well, that's easy to fix.
Or if there are others that want to.
Yeah,
is,
that'd be.
Yes, we are currently fed side.
That would be fine. Yeah, and if anybody else, we have room for one more. If anybody else wants to come in for a rando. We'll be on normal because Nimue is new and we don't want her to get,
splattered.
Yeah.
So stay away from my torpedoes.
Yeah, that. So Monday night we'll be having fun night as always. I'm probably getting marks and whatever. Or if people want help running missions, we can do that. Or if we have new people that are listening that want help with stuff, we can do that. Otherwise, we'll just be earning marks because that tends to be our fallback.
I just walked into a little alcove where there's this I think he's Orion. Yeah, Zazrit. And every so often he's standing back here in this alcove going, "Stupid, sexy me."
What?
Yeah. Come to me, and you'll. I'm a yeah.
I never saw that. I never realized this person.
Is it a player?
No, it's an
No.
NPC. It's a vendor that has white gear, but he says "stupid, sexy me" over and over and over again.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he sells white gear. See, phaser pulse wave assaults, phaser compression pistols, and phaser blast assaults.
I sent you an invite, Nim.
I hate to tell you, Zazaret, none of the things you're selling are particularly hard to find
Or sexy.
or out of the ordinary.
You guys ready for me to cue us?
Yes.
Agree.
I'm ready. Yeah. Eye patch
We
and
will.
we will. All right, that's everybody.
And away we go. And then Thursday, guys, for anybody interested, we're going to do something a little different next Thursday. We are going to do a ground build based on putting out as many drones as one can.
Droning on, are we?
And on and on.
Send in the drones.
Oh, I'm the only tactical.
Oh.
Well, you have, and everybody else's science. You've got
Oh
your
my
work cut out
God.
for you.
Well, I'll do as many as I can get.
It's on normal. I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Yup.
Alrighty. Yeah, the drone. Send in the drones. I like that. We should use that as the name of the episode.
Oh, I said. So far, I had it titled as "Droning On."
Droning on would be good. Send in the drones. Attack of the drones.
Ooh.
Killer drones from outer space.
Enemy ships detected.
We can make fun of the other franchise though. Attack of the drones.
No, backwards. Oh no, get out of here! Stop. Evasive.
Oh, Vodwar.
Oh no. Fuck frickin' Vaudwar. Oh no.
Nim, stay away from those blue dots, those blue X's that show up. They're bad. I'm going to Gamma.
Need help on Station Beta.
Okay, I got all 4 of mine on.
I need a better turn rate.
We still got 30 seconds. We're good.
So if we can't get all of them tactical, which ones are okay to do as science?
I'm going
None
to
of 'em.
focus the back row first, for the fact that we don't want we don't want tractor beams on the ass end of the, because otherwise they do nothing.
If we have to use,
Signals on sensors. Get ready.
the best would be in the middle, but I mean, there's literally 4 of us are all scientists, so... Oh, this is going to be awful. VOD war.
Well, this was a normal queue, Nimoy. Sorry, but the VOD war adds like another difficulty level to this, so...
Yes. The VOD war and us all being science makes it more of advanced.
I'm going to take some hits this time. Heavy artillery. I don't know why I was all purple and glowy for a second, but I was all purple and glowy for a second.
Wasn't me.
I mean, for what it's worth, we are actually taking them out fairly quickly.
Target's shields have failed.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Oh, ow, ow, oof.
Under attack.
17% hull.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Why are they targeted? Just because I like torpedoes and artillery stuff doesn't mean you have to send it at me. There's other people in this map.
Got him. So who's excited for Prodigy Season 2 in a couple weeks?
Oh, hell yeah.
I actually just found out that Netflix does have the option to create more if they so choose.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that was part of their agreement, is they can produce further seasons if they so choose. Oh, we took him out before he could set the bombs off.
Love to see it.
Well, considering we have no other Trek right now, there's potential Trek. If they, the Academy show gets off the ground and they actually get the Section 31 movie out, that would be pretty cool. But
Section 31 movie, Strange New Worlds, and Academy.
Yeah, but I mean, Academy is still in production, so things could happen. Same with the movie. They haven't even started filming the movie yet.
They haven't even started filming it?
No, because Michelle Yeoh's been busy, as I understand things.
So I hope you all are having fun over there with people that are actually helping you.
Well, I mean, these things are hitting really hard. They almost took out Tabby. Had me down to 50% hull.
17%.
The person that's over here near me is just sitting at the middle satellite point and not moving, doing anything.
Well, I am going to have to break off and go to beta after this round, because somebody's got to be over at beta. I'll leave Nimue and Tabby here. Tabby should be able to cover this and keep Nim safe, right? Right?
Sure.
Almost making me wish I had switched to Kitties for this. I like my build. Don't get me wrong. I like the build that I put together on this ship, but a lot of it is still Mark 12 and not epic. So my numbers are not where they should be if I get that stuff epiced out.
Target's shields have failed.
All right, I'm gonna do the 2 corner pieces here.
Satellite upgrade.
Like I said, I'm gonna go down the back row first.
And then go to the front and get what you can on the front side.
Yeah, whatever's not grabbed, I'll then go after the rest.
I'm going to hold off on getting the front one here for you. I'll let you try to zing over here real quick.
Wow, look at you go.
I think he's going to beat you to it.
Nope, started it.
You got it. Nice.
I think I have 2 on all 3 of them.
Nice job. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Picking up the enemy flagships.
So, Nimue, the satellites, if an engineer gets to the satellites, they put up a shield. If a scientist gets to the satellites, it puts up a tractor beam. And if a tactical officer gets to them, it puts up beams, damage beams. I mean, in all reality, you want all of them to be done by a tactical.
If at all possible.
Yeah. When you don't have that option, you just kind of do what you can. Tractor beams should go in the middle. Shields should go in the back. Ow, that hurt. But, I mean, ideally it would be all tack anyway. And now tractor beams got me. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, that came out of left field. That shouldn't have been over here.
What?
Oh, one of the guys from Alpha, one of the Vodwar from Alpha sent a volley over my direction. And I wasn't expecting it because I was fighting my own group over here. Oh, and he got me in a tractor beam. I'm dead. Yeah, Beta's in trouble.
Hull integrity below 75%. Target's shields have failed.
I almost think I need to switch this to a beam overload build as opposed to fire at will. The tractor beams.
Flash. Ah.
The tractor beams hold me in right in the middle of their artillery as it goes off is annoying.
This is interesting.
This is challenging is what it is. I got the Juggernaut over here all to myself.
You do realize I have a Juggernaut too.
I have a Juggernaut too.
We're getting one per side.
Well, where's... Oh, okay. All right. I thought there was only one. All right. Touche.
Yeah, each station gets its own juggernaut.
These spatial charges, man.
I'm sorry, Nimue. Oof.
And there's another juggernaut. We got less than a minute, guys. We can hold out here.
Oh, there I go.
We've destroyed 18 of the dreadnoughts so far, aka juggernauts.
And the satellites aren't looking half bad on.
Mine's the lowest.
Well, beta's always going to be the lowest.
Or 15 seconds. I want this juggernaut gone. Come on, die. Thank you.
We did it. Enemy fleets have disengaged.
21. Oh, that was rough.
So
Imagine.
on advanced.
Yeah,
with
imagine
the
if they'd done
Vodwar,
that.
I would have to be on a different character for that.
Yeah, I'd have to be on my tank.
Oh, that was rough. Fun though. Good teamwork.
Go team.
Did get 147 marks out of it, so I can't really complain. All right. So next week, ground build with drones, and Monday night we'll be doing fun night as usual. That's going to do it for the show today. Anybody have anything before we say our goodbyes?
Have fun, be safe, and don't set yourselves on fire.
I said before we say our goodbyes.
I decided to switch it up.
All right. Well, see you out there.
Live long and prosper. Computer, end program.